Hey, what's up, team? Want to share a thought with you guys today from Charles Spurgeon. Actually, I don't know Charles personally; he's not alive anymore. But I can read his books. But from Charles Spurgeon, it says this: It says, "We come to God only by faith, but we grow in God only by obedience. We come to God only by faith, but we grow in God only by obedience." And of course, I think he's overemphasizing a point. Of course, we know that we grow through the power of the Spirit, and we know we grow by God's promptings as well. We do grow by His grace, but I think it's so powerfully stated. We come to God only by faith, but we grow in God only by obedience. And just this idea, you guys, that we need to return on a focus of on onto a focus on obedience in Him. And I think that obedience um, is a word that, like, I guess I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but I think obedience is a word that, like, makes us uncomfortable. Maybe it doesn't always make us uncomfortable. Sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. But long obedience with fresh faith is a powerful idea. Is just that we stay obedient over a long period of time. With fresh faith, and to see what God can do with something like that. I heard Stephen Furtick say something years ago. He said, "It used to impress me to watch someone start something great." He said, "Now it impresses me to watch someone finish something that they started that was great." And just this idea that launching something isn't actually the most impressive thing, actually finishing something is. And this idea of long obedience over time. And so I want to thank you guys for committing to this city. I want to thank you guys for committing to this church. I want to thank you guys for committing to your leadership seats. I want to thank you guys for committing to Pastor Eric and I. I want to thank you guys for committing of all to Jesus and just your long obedience. And I just believe that as we return to a focus on obedience and obeying Him, that we're going to not only come to God and to know Him deeper, but we're going to grow in Him through our obedience. And so, just wanted to share that thought today. Just the idea of long obedience and the power of that. And so, let me pray that over us today. Father, I thank you for your love for us. God, I thank you that by your grace you call us into your presence and into intimacy with you and into relationship with you. And God, we love that. We love that we're sons and daughters. God, I pray that the next step of being a son or a daughter is to pick up the mantle of what's important to our Father. And God, as we pick that up, I pray that we would not only start picking that up, but God, that we would be obedient in the long haul, that we would be obedient for the long term. And that God, as we do that long obedience, God, with fresh faith, that God, you'll do amazing, miraculous things in our midst. And God, that you'll be pleased by that long obedience. So I pray that long obedience over us, a grit and endurance, God, not out of a striving place with us, but God, out of a place empowered by your Spirit. And I pray that over us as a team, pray that over us as a people. And God, we thank you today, God, that you'll give us the passion and the power and the fervor and the ability to be endurant, God. We thank you for that. We love you in Jesus' name. All right, you guys. Hope that was helpful. Talk to you soon.